Shaquille O'Neal.
This one was, I don't think it was like George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and things like that. And I just feel sad that this young lady lost her life. I think that this one was, the no-knock warrant is something that we need to get rid of, not just in Louisville, but across the board. But I am worried that we lump all these situations in together. And I feel just bad the young lady lost her life. But we do have to take into account that her boyfriend did shoot at the cops and shot a cop. So like I say, even though I'm really sorry she lost her life, I don't think that we can just say we can put this in the same situation with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. I just don't believe that.
The system is flawed based on it. People of color is the ones who are generally being targeted.
Yeah, but to piggyback on what Charles said, I have to agree with Charles. This one is sort of lumped in. When you're talking about doing things right, you have to get a warrant signed. You have to get a warrant signed. And some states do allow no-knock warrants. They allow it. And, everybody was asking for murder charges. When you talk about murder, you have to prove intent, always. A homicide occurred, and, we're sorry that a homicide had to occur, but, when you have a warrant that's signed by the judge, you are doing your job. And if somebody fires at you, I would imagine that you would fire back.
And I think you got to really be careful when I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. We need police reform and prison reform and things like that. Because you know who ain't gonna defund the cops? White neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods. So that notion they keep saying that, I'm like, wait a minute, we just gonna leave, who are black people supposed to call? Ghostbusters? When we have crime in our neighborhoods, we need police reform. But like I say, white people, especially rich white people, they're always gonna have cops. So we need to stop that defund or abolish the cops crap.
I just want to say a word about the media. I don't think that they have really thought this thing through, because right now we're looking at, people clashing. We're not talking about Democrats and Republicans. We're talking about people who believe in a system that is of, for, and by the people, and people who believe in a system that is of, for, and by the government. And those are two very different things, and have, when you look at the principles on which this country was founded, a lot of the things that are going on today are antithetical to those things. And I think that's why there's so much clashing going on. And, people have to really take a stand for what they believe in. And if you believe in the freedoms that are guaranteed to us in our Constitution, including the First Amendment, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, but you don't stand up for what you believe in. You cower in the corner and hope no one calls you a racist or whatever other name. You're going to end up losing those freedoms.
And this stuff just